Welcome everybody to Severe Weather Update. Today is Wednesday, June the 14th, and I'm doing this video first in a while because we have a severe weather outbreak likely today in the southeast United States, and it is shown by a moderate or 4 out of 5 risk in the red shaded area on the day one convective outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. You can see that right now on the screen. The red shaded area includes very northeastern parts of Louisiana, central Mississippi, central and south Georgia, central and south Alabama, and the very southwest portions of Georgia. So let's go over it. Not only today do we expect severe weather like recently with hail and straight line winds, but this severe weather outlook has the possibility or probability of some strong tornadoes. And so I thought doing a video would be very important today because of that tornado threat. Let me read you the summary from the Storm Prediction Center. It says significant severe thunderstorms capable of all hazards, all severe weather hazards, including very large hail, swaths of intense wind, gusts, and damage, and tornadoes are possible across much of the lower Mississippi Valley and southeast states today. Looking at this map, they also break it down with tornado risk. And within the moderate risk, in central and south Alabama and very southwestern portions of Georgia, they have a hatched area, and it says 10%. And it says the hatched area means there's a 10% or greater probability of an EF2 to EF5 tornado within 25 miles of a point. So it is very likely today there will at least be one or two very strong tornadoes within that hatched area. And I'll go over where that hatched area is on Google Maps in a second. In addition, this NATOcast, which is at NATOcast on Twitter, and I give credit to it in my description, it shows that same hatched area of having a 10% or greater likelihood of an EF2 or greater tornado. Now, the yellow area is 10% in general for any EF tornado, but an EF2 or greater, meaning a strong tornado, is possible within the hatched area. And if it's 10% of in any 25-mile region, this is more than 250 miles covered by the hatched area. That means it's likely there will be an EF2 tornado this afternoon. In the red shaded area, it's 15%, so an even greater likelihood. So if you live in that area, which again, I'll go to Google Maps and try to circle and show you some of the smaller towns within that region, you need to really have a tornado plan in place for anywhere from 3 or 4 p.m. And I think it's going to be a little later, maybe 6 or 7 p.m. in that region when this severe weather really fires up. If you live in a mobile home, you need to have a place to go other than the mobile home. Even a ditch is better than being within a mobile home during a tornado. If you live in a home, obviously a basement or storm cellar is the best place to go to. If you don't have that, you want to go to an interior room with the least or no windows possible. Maybe have a helmet on, a mattress or something to cover yourself in a bathtub. You will be safe in an interior bathroom in a bathtub with a helmet on, almost certainly. But if you're in near the windows, that's where you can get hit with flying glass, and you don't want to be in that area. Obviously, underground would be the best place to be. All right, the Storm Prediction Center shows a more detailed severe weather outlook anytime there's an enhanced risk or anytime there's a moderate risk, 4 out of 5 or greater. So I have this map up. It shows some of the cities within the moderate risk: Jackson, Mississippi, Meridian, Mississippi, Montgomery, Alabama, and Dothan, Alabama are listed on this. Let's look a little closer at where the tornado risk is the greatest. And I'm going to circle this. Let me get my handy little marker here. First of all, let's draw this is the Alabama-Georgia line. The tornado risk is the greatest in this area. So I'm going to circle it. This is basically where the tornado risk is the greatest. That includes cities like Montgomery, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia. Again, this is the Georgia line here, so I'll draw that all the way up to the top. In Alabama, Greenville, Alabama, Enterprise, Alabama, Ozark, Alabama, Dothan, Alabama, Troy, Alabama, Tuskegee, Alabama, Auburn, and then in Georgia, Columbus, Blakely. Albany is probably also in it. So let me even take this out a little more. Albany, Leesburg, Americus, Camilla, Georgia, Bainbridge, Georgia. These are all within a relatively high risk area for tornadoes this afternoon. Let me erase this and we can even zoom in a little closer. I mean, just so that you can see some of the cities. Let's again here, there. I mean, you can read this yourself if you can. I mean, there's so many small cities in this area. Fort Gaines, Abbeville, Blue Springs, Louisville, Clayton, Midway, Union Springs, Troy, we already said, Ozark, Midland City, Headland, Columbia, Blakely, Bluffton, Edison, Morgan, Fort Gaines, Cuthbert, Lumpkin, Seal, Pittsview. I can't pronounce some of these names. Hurtsboro, Union Springs, Tuskegee. If you live in any of these areas or in the vicinity of these smaller cities, have a tornado plan in place for this afternoon. All right, let's go to the HRRR model. This is a radar-based model that tries to predict what the radar is going to look like in the future. It's very accurate. It's a short-term model, and it generally has the best detail as to what a radar may look like this afternoon. So this is at 20Z. 20Z, let's again go to it, is 3 p.m. Central Time. So I'm just going to scroll through this. 3 p.m. You can see in south eastern Arkansas, some supercells are firing up. 4 p.m. Central. 5 p.m. Central, Mississippi and southeastern Alabama, there's a lot of supercells firing up. So it's 5 p.m. 6 p.m. Mississippi's really getting hammered. 7 p.m. 8 p.m. really the threat moves into Alabama. 9 p.m. 10 p.m. starts to move into the Georgia area. 11 p.m. all the way into Georgia and the Florida Panhandle. So by 11 p.m. it looks like the threat will have reduced significantly. But there's still going to be severe weather in the Panhandle of Florida and in parts of Georgia. But the tornado threat hopefully by that point will have decreased significantly. So hopefully this map helps you at least judge the potential timing. At anywhere from 3 p.m. on the western portions of this area to about 10 or 11 p.m. on the eastern portions of the moderate risk area is really when you need to be prepared in the event a tornado warning is issued to seek shelter immediately. Anyway, I hope this is useful for you. Please share this if possible to anyone you know in this area, or at least text them and let them know there's a severe weather threat. Like the video and subscribe if possible. It helps the YouTube algorithm spread this information. Thank you for tuning in, and have a safe day if you live in this area. Be careful and take care. Thank you.